So welcome to the digital content creator space, the outlet for like-minded peoples, the space for like-minded So I tried to find some good lighting, but I didn't, so I went up to my little office and just let me light the background to make this a little bit more visual. I'm just kidding. Okay, but anyway, this is the portal, the space for, I said like-minded, but I don't think we are limited to our mind, that our minds is incredible instruments, but we are undefinable beyond the intellect's understanding. But this is my invitation to you, to other content creators who want more purpose in their life and create for the sake of the passion and joy and flow and satisfaction of it, but of course also to be able to make an income from it, starting from the point where we currently at. And that's so crucial to understand that we can go wherever we want to go, but we need to be kind to ourselves, kind enough to start where we're at. And on this channel, or in this space of different outlets channels, I'm going to, what should I say? I want to create a space to invite you to come hang with me, to join the fellowship. If you're a nerd like me regarding this video, you know what comes after the fellowship of the fellowship of the creators. And this is my point of view. We are all creator. We are creator beings, and content creation is just a word. It doesn't include any more information. Many people use that term to explain people that create content online. But we are all content creators. We are all creator beings. And the idea is to create this space. And I will be honest, yes, the creative process it's selfish. It's all about me. This is me making room for the things that I love in my life. But I do believe that, and I did believe this long before AI came along, that it's all about the energy. No creation, no system, no concept is either good or bad, only the energy behind it, put into it when created, but also, of course, the energy that it awakes in the receiver. So this type of content may be obnoxious to you or to somebody else, but for someone this resonates. And it can also be like this, it resonates for a specific part in their life. I remember when I started to lean into Bob Proctor's teachings, I remember that I thought, okay, if I would heard these kind of more spiritual aspects of things 10 years ago, I would probably felt on some level, okay, that this maybe makes sense, but due to the circumstances and the people that I hang around with, I would probably, I would probably take it to me, but then forget about it because it felt a little bit far-fetched. But there was a time when he was the teacher that I needed. I love the saying, when the student are ready, the teachers show up. And I also love this saying, the student and the teacher create the lesson, the value together. And that is also so true. But anyway, before even AI came along, I knew that the energy, the vibe, if you will, is what makes people connect, people to attract to each other, but, the law of attraction, all that. And I love AI. I use AI, but I also get overwhelmed by AI. I use it to help me clean up recordings like this using Riverside Studio. I use the transcript of my recordings, and the transcriber in this case is AI, powered by AI. So I'm not against anything, but I do feel like I think it's a good idea to use AI when we feel it can be our assistants, assist us, coach us, awake the things within us, because that's the point. It's not content or products created by AI that will help and serve others. I don't think that in a way, but the energy that a human being has put in behind it. And this is the second episode session. And what I actually wanted to try here was to record the audio with my headphones. Because I have this series, this pillar direction that I call the digital nomad content creator, which basically is about how we, with minimum need of gear, can actually create very, very valuable content. It can be music, ebooks, art, whatever your thing is, and you don't have to pick one. And I love great gear as much as anybody else. But the thing is, I also like the sense of freedom, not having to have professional gears. And I'm actually going to invest in like this little Bluetooth microphone. But since I'm already using Riverside, their studio, you will hear me probably talk a lot about that software because I use it daily. I have the app on my phone, and I have the software for desktop, and I pretty much maybe not make all my recordings there, but off this recording, I will upload this and just clean up the audio. And that is what I wanted. That was the selfish purpose behind this video, to see if it works. And the reason for that is because the microphone on my phone is better than on the headphones. But since I have this pocket podcast, which I call it, where I pretty much in the moment of inspiration capture my ideas, my reflection, whatever comes to me. And it can be when I'm outside walking or driving the car. And the idea is to be able to record it in my pocket. And then I will not record only audio, but then also have to be carrying my phone. So I want to see if Riverside actually can make the audio quality, at least minimal level good. And that is especially important when it comes to a faceless podcast or faceless video. So that is my selfish purpose for this video. And I think there are very, very, very many teachers, coaches, very great masters out there that tell us that it's not about you, it's about the one you are serving. And that is true, but also not, because I do think that in this physical world of duality, it often, our mind works like that. It's either or the other, but I think it often is both. And also, I also think it's often is multiple truths within one direction. So without me doing this for myself, the point of making space and room in my life for me, for things that fulfills me, to create alignment, to create money freedom, if that was not one core in all this, I mean, why bother? I'm doing this for myself. let's be honest. But with that being said, I also, of course, want to provide value to others. And value comes in many different shapes. It comes sometimes with very clear intention, very no fluff, very, right point on the strategy, the tips, the blueprint. But it also comes with this type of connection, this hanging out together, the energy alignment. Because inspiration is not just something like, oh, whatever. It's inspiration. It's actually you. This is my point of belief or philosophy. It's actually you being present enough, even if it's for a tiny second, but you're present enough to receive something from within you, from your spirit, or whatever you want to call it. And that is why it's called inspiration, in spirit. And that is, for me, in a way, the purest and highest source of positive energy. So inspiration is valuable because if I make this video, this content, and from you, maybe even if it would make sense to you intellectually, on an intellectual level, like yeah, I hear what you say, or if I would do more like a how to step-by-step guide, and you're like, yeah, I understand every step, but for you to actually to implement the steps, you need that vibration, that energy connection behind it, the fuel, the inspiration. And that may not come from me, that you maybe have another teacher, pointer, that will serve you in that direction based on your point in your journey. So to try this out, because now I am recording, obviously, and I'm standing very close to my microphone, but I want to see if it actually records if I leave the room. So I will, bear with me, what happened to sorry, did you see, the lens? So, and I will also need to practice to look in the lens when I'm talking to you. So I will leave the room and I will see if it's still recording. Be back in a second. So here I'm walking and I will go outside.
It was a mistake. Once of all I made was to put my faith in us and see my independence fade away. I wanted to dare.
And I will not know that until I have uploaded this in Riverside, where I will clean up the studio, the sound quality. And before we go, I just want to say this. The Pocket Podcast is for me, recording it pretty much in my pocket, but it is also my invitation to you to listen to it from your pocket, meaning that listen to it when you're outside walking, because this is my belief. Inspiration is valuable. Energy is, the most powerful asset that we have in this physical dimension. It comes in different shapes and forms. It comes, money is a concept of energy. Time is a concept of energy. Attention is energy. Investment is a type of energy. And when we are actually slowing down, we leave room for what other people's pointers, aka teachings or guidance. We leave room for that signpost to actually awake something within ourselves, so we can actually follow that and discover it within us. Hope that makes sense. So this will be all for this episode, and subscribe if you want to join this fellowship of creators journey of support and inspiration. So hope to see you in the next video.